So this goal has been in the works for a really, really long time, it's awesome that it's finally here and we're ready and we're doing this movement. I was so excited. I couldn't wait. This was my dream to be a middle school principal, and for me to lead this movement is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We are going to expose students to cultural competency. We are creating a multicultural environment for our students to learn. We want them to learn about every nationality and make sure that they're comfortable in their own skin. Our students will receive 40% of instruction in their target language. That would be French, Spanish, and English. The content area will be social studies, French language arts, and Spanish language arts.
Pre-K through 5 will be the new configuration of Ecole Kenwood. As you know, we're very excited to have an official pathway with World Language Middle School opening up for our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Isn't that crazy? 6th, 7th, and 8th grade already for these kiddos?
We live in a global society, and Columbus is a snapshot of that global society.
And those options allow them to explore their native languages in a much deeper way.
We're going to have students coming from Ecole, Kenwood, Spanish Immersion, and now the new World Language Middle School up to Columbus International, and they're going to be on this target language path. And so they have the opportunity now to take College Credit Plus classes, AP classes at much earlier in their high school experience, because they've had this experience in the pathway leading up to high school.
We think that this will be a national model. The other states will come and look at what we're able to do to provide our students that full pathway to continue that language learning, continue that academic language. So they're not taking language as another content, as like a math or a science. They're learning their math and their science in the target language. And so that language ability is huge and will help them forever.
And we believe firmly that once the language development, the literacy, and those things start to develop, then some of the core contents will be much more attainable for students.
And one of the biggest reasons that we celebrate this program and that it's internationally known is because we are part of the La Voix France education, which means we are one of the few schools recognized throughout the world by the French government for our excellence in French language teaching and the celebration of French culture.
One thing we talk about here with my staff and students is that we don't necessarily look at different language as a barrier, but more of a great opportunity. So it really gives them a chance to expand that opportunity and definitely to open doors.
Culture, that's who you are. And I don't want you to hide who you are, because you have too much to offer to hide who you are. So even the simplest things as saying their name correctly, that's the first thing that identifies you, is your name. So if a teacher says it wrong, if I say it wrong, if a community member says it wrong, it's okay to correct them, because it's not mean, it's just your identity. And I want you to, like, as a 6th, 7th, and 8th grader, that's when you start. That's when people know, like, oh, you are gonna be somebody, you are gonna be someone's hero, and it's a hard grade. It's a hard grade for my kids to grasp. So I wanna make sure that this, like I said, is safe, but I want them to know that we're proud of you, regardless of your barrier, regardless of where you come from, regardless of gender. We're gonna be proud of you, and we're gonna do this journey together. I just can't wait to get this up and running for school year 21-22.